the memory of your loved one's passing is always going to be attached to a celebrity passing, so you never so closure will probably never happen because of a situation like this. Like there's no at this point, there's nobody at fault. There's no you not putting anybody in jail. Like it's just kind of like
sudden.
Yeah, it's just a sudden, unexpected death, and then it's like on top of that, maybe this is a good thing as far as you're able to grieve kind of in peace because of all of the attention to Kobe and Gigi. But I guess the other side of that is damn man, you always gonna be attached to that. It doesn't matter what it is. So when Kobe goes to the Hall of Fame, your family's gonna be attached to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's damn, that really sucks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That is something.
Intro music.
We keep it 100. We keep it 100. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? It is another week here at the Soul Me State. This is yours truly, your boy Diddy 314. I've got some special guests because we were recording live from the Kingdom. Yes, we were recording live from the Lair, 39 Castles in beautiful downtown St. Louis, 1115 Pine. I got the normal, the launch pad.
Yes, sir. Launchpad McQuack 06. Hello.
We have two fantastic guests here with us this week, which is, it's interesting because we're going to get into our own thoughts on Kobe. Male, female perspective, what he's done for the shoe community, the culture, and our favorite Kobe memories. So, introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? It's Lita, Swaggy Lee Bracelets. You can follow me on Instagram at Swaggy Lee Bracelets with 2 S. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Kayla Kemp, or AKA K Kemp. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Chaotic. It's K_OTIC.
We're here with two fire artists, which is just symbolic of the artistry that is Kobe Bryant. Tonight we are watching, as we're recording, the Lakers' first game since the tragic death of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and the 7 other passengers who were on that tragic helicopter that took their lives suddenly and tragically. But we're here to talk about Kobe's lasting memories and what we remember and the footprint, pun intended, that he's going to leave on the sneaker community. At this point in time, Nike has completely sold out of every Kobe item on their website, and they're trying to figure out if they are going to release those big stages or not. They might be.
They don't. I really hope they don't.
Why?
I'm sorry, you can go on finish. I'm sorry.
No, this is perfect.
I just hope they don't, because it's not the same. If that shoe would have come out last week, I guarantee you would be able to get a pair a month from now, 2 months from now. You know what I'm saying? The only Kobe's that really sold out in recent memory were the undefeated pack that was the all black that came out. So the all black of the undefeated pack, and then before that, you didn't really have anything selling out since the fade to black series. So to put them out now, unless you finna do a mass release, which is if you really want to look at what Kobe kind of stood for, and kind of even the memories of people, he signed every shoe that came in, everybody at Asheville autographed, took pictures with him, all these things, then you would have to do a mass release, which I know Nike's not going to do because that's not their game. Right. So don't release it, because it's just going to be just complete crap. It's going to be complete bullshit. Obviously, it's going to sell out. Let's be real about it. It's going to sell out in seconds. Mm-hmm. So I just think it would be more disrespectful to release them than it would be to not release them.
What y'all think? What y'all take?
Of course, I love shoes. I'm a sneakerhead. But it would be nice to have certain pairs that you missed out on. But I feel what Woody's saying. You kind of got to put yourself in that family shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a lot of people feel like, oh, it's disrespectful to profit off somebody's death, and that, that makes sense. But I know it's still people like me, you know what I'm saying? I love the shoe. It's comfortable. We all got them on now.
Yeah.
The colorways were sick. So I would love to get a pair, but like I said, out of respect, it's one of them things where I feel okay not having it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take the pair that I got and just cherish that I was able to get it. I mean, unfortunately, due to this tragedy, it's a messed up situation, but I agree with what Woody said.
I agree as well. I feel like, and then if they do release it, like, everybody is going to pretty much get them. Everybody's going to try to get them, and it's going to be too much chaos versus when he was releasing, well, like when his shoes were released, it wasn't that much like attention towards it, but it wasn't like, it wouldn't be that like this, like now. So I agree. I wouldn't release it. Granted, of course, it would be dope if they did a mass release, but I know that's not happening.
I got a different take on it. I have a take where you delay the release. You make them as readily available as you made Bread 11s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, this is the last one.
I'm okay with that too.
This last one, we make it where everyone can get it if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And then, I would say, I take that back. Let me change. This is the last release for the foreseeable future. Mm-hmm. And then you just kind of, you see what the cars may lie in a couple years. Right. 3 to 5 years, let's revisit it. Because I think it's one of those things where if you want it because of what it is, it's the big stage PE. The history behind that shoe is that was the last shoe he won a championship in, and he wore that in the parade. Yep. So that was basketball-wise for him. That was winning a championship was a pinnacle for him. So the feeling that Kobe had wearing that shoe during the championship parade is a kind of a feeling that I'd want everyone to have because you're tapping into how he felt at that time when he wore it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want people to have that if they want it. So I definitely think like, okay, maybe not release it February 7th. And the only reason is make more. Yeah. Before you even drop it, make more.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's a shoe. Now, I'm going to throw a number out there. It sounds crazy. Because it's the last one, I want 8 million of them.
Yeah.
8 million.
Or look, even if you don't do 8 million, do 2 million. So the 2 is for Gigi. Do 2 million and release it Hall of Fame weekend because he's going in.
Right.
He was already going in first ballot. No,
I don't want it Hall of Fame weekend because I don't want anything at all to take away from Hall of Fame weekend. I don't want anyone during Hall of Fame weekend trying to buy something. I say you just, when they're ready, drop them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
I don't want to wait Hall of Fame weekend because Hall of Fame weekend to me, if you release anything on Hall of Fame weekend, you're kind of like, hey, his name's coming back up. Like no, right. Nothing Hall of Fame weekend.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say a whole bunch of them. 2 million sounds like a good number.
Yeah.
And that's it, and we're done.
You should just name them as the last ones.
I mean, I just don't think it should be rare. Like, don't make them limited because, like, again, that wasn't his theme. Like,
right.
he like, if you know, like his shoe. Literally 2 weeks ago, I was in Foot Locker at the Galleria. Y'all, they had Kobe's all over House of Hoops. Like, that's why I'm like, please, like, there's nothing more disrespectful to his name than to try to profit off of that. That's why, like, in this store, people ask me, like, hey, why don't you carry Marathon clothing? Like, I can't do, like, I personally will not allow that because we're not in LA. I have no personal connection to Nipsey outside of following his business moves before he passed. It just was kind of coincidence. He was part of the inspiration to this store. But outside of that, I can't carry it, like, because that's just not us. Now, if Nelly passed or something like that, y'all would carry dirty, like, you know, like, what was it? Shit, I can't remember what was Nelly's shit called? No. Stuff called. It started with vocal.
Okay,
but that wasn't his.
See, yeah, it wasn't even his. So, like, I would carry, like, the Nelly Jordans. Like, I've been trying to get Nelly's
Barclays.
6 rings, and
Oh.
and it's Barclays too. I've been trying to get those in the store, but that has more connection than for us as a St. Louis Midwest store to carry Marathon clothing or Nipsey stuff. Like the most I would go is maybe a Puma or something like that, like a shoe. But even that, remember like me and Diddy talked about. Like I had to text him. I was like, "Yo, Diddy, like I'm considering this. I don't know. I feel really weird." So
Makes sense.
I've been going down the rabbit hole of listening to Kobe stuff all week, and a couple of things stood out to me, like hearing people's stories. I was listening to NBA radio, and this lady was like, who was in LA. She's like, I'm from LA, and she's like, only people from LA would realize that Kobe was the one person who touched everybody. You could be Asian, black, Hispanic, white. The one thing you could unite on is a Kobe Bryant jersey. She said it didn't matter. She's like, that's why. Like, she said she damn near was worried for the city. She's like, not right now, but like in 3 or 4 years, I'm worried about where the city will be because Kobe's not here. Which is crazy to think about. Crazy to think about.
You got some people that are, I mean, that's why you call them legends or icons, you know, like, and that's probably why I respect him. I mean, of course, I watch basketball, but I can sit here and honestly say he wasn't my favorite player, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know all the ins and outs of him like that, but I knew, like, he made a stamp, you know what I'm saying? You cannot talk about basketball and not think about him or mention him, you know?
Certain people, like, you just know by a name, and you don't have to say it. Like,
Right.
someone says Jordan, okay?
yeah.
Right. We know.
LeBron, got you.
Right. You know
Mello.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you get known
Okay.
by that one name, you made it.
That's
You made
it. But yeah, I feel like
Shaq.
that's how they talk
Got
about
you.
him, though.
Kobe, I'm there.
Right.
So you just know. And he's one of those people who transcended. What is your favorite Kobe sneaker of all time?
Oh man. So okay. So Nike related, Kobe 6. I love the snake skin part of the Kobe 6. I thought it was sick. I got them on right now. Like, yo, the Kobe 6, it really, like, as people know, I posted the other day on my Instagram. So the Kobe 6 helicopters were the colorway because there was 2 different names to that. You had the helicopters and they also call them the glass.
Yeah.
And, like, I wanted those so bad. And when I moved to LA in 2011, that was the first. I actually bought 2 pairs of Kobe's. I bought those and I bought the West All-Star games from that year. Those were the first 2 sneakers that I bought that actually put me on the path of having, like, 200, 300 sneakers by 2013. Like, those first 2 shoes. So yeah, those are I love this Kobe 6, man.
What about you?
I'm gonna have to go with the ones that I have on. The
Yeah.
8s.
I wanted those.
They're very comfortable, like, and they I mean, I don't know, they pouncy. I love shoes with that little. That's the best
Wow.
word.
Pouncy.
Yeah, like
Word
when
of
I
the
walk,
day.
I just was like, I straight felt like a tigger, like for real, for real.
What?
Yeah, they comfortable.
T.I. double girl.
Just
All
like
right.
that, just like that. But yeah, man, I'm all about style and comfort. So certain shoes you try on, even though they look so dope, you put them on and walk in them, it piss you off. You know what I'm
Suicide.
saying? I like that word. That's nice. So these though, like, they came out. I'm like, well, this is it. Don't rub wrong on my toes. I got support in my arch. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bounce. So, and the colorways was sick.
Yeah.
This colorway I got on, I really, really, really love. It's 2 of my favorite colors. I honestly don't know the name of this one. I ain't gonna lie. They came out and I was like, yep. Used to work at Foot Locker, so I was always on every shoe that was coming out. I saw these, it was over. And I like the Christmas ones. I don't remember what number they were, but they had the spikes.
Those
like
are the
that.
8s, which is there's weird
Yeah,
stories
so
about
that's
that because he didn't play in some of the Christmas shoes because he was hurt. That was the shedding skin, and it had the little spiky things.
Yeah.
So I have a pair of Nike IDs with the shedding skin that I made them like blinks.
Oh,
So
wow.
I got them. They're all black.
Probably
Inside
dope.
is pink. The bottom of them is glow in the dark, and they got the shedding skin. I used to
Dope.
be in love with doing Kobe IDs. I probably have left maybe 6 or 7 pairs of just. I loved Kobe IDs. What was your? Not my favorite though, but yeah.
Mine would probably be the ones that I have on now as well.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of them.
Those were EMs. I remember that.
Yeah.
But engineered mesh.
They the purple, gold, teal.
Yep.
I love the colorway of it.
He was not scared of making some crazy
I
colorways.
love
That's
That's
true.
what's sick.
Man, and they very comfortable. I think Kobe's are probably one of the most comfortable shoes I have.
Most definitely.
Like I could definitely work a whole work shift
and be okay.
and be good.
I like on yours too the 3 lines on the back
Oh,
for
yeah.
like the stitching for when he tore his
chills
Achilles.
right now, like, oh my god.
One thing I did appreciate about Kobe was with his love of soccer. I love the fact that he made his shoes based off a soccer shoe. Like these are like the shape is a soccer
Yeah,
shoe.
most definitely.
So I
is.
definitely appreciated that. It was always funny those last couple ones he played in, the 10s and the 9s that were high. He didn't play in the. He liked the.
No,
He
it's
made
like
them.
low.
Yeah, he made them go to low.
Slip on those.
Yeah,
So-
I got some 9 low. I got the 9 low, like the Easter ones right now. Like, I think it's something like Diddy and I talk about a lot, which I'm on record as saying, like, I think Kobe had the best basketball shoe, and I think he had the most say so on his shoe. You can always tell.
Him and that boy Eric.
Yeah, but you can always tell though, because like
Yeah.
when a player has inspiration or has input on their shoe design, you notice it doesn't change. The Kobe did not change after the Kobe like 1 or 2. I think the 1 was a high because it was based off the. It was based
After
off
the
of
4, he went low top with 4, and they stayed low.
Yeah, because one of them was based off. Because remember he was wearing the hyper dunk for a while, and then
The
he
3.
switched. Yeah, so he kind of switched from that, and that's where you kind of fell into that. But like after that, it never changed, and I love that about the Kobe. Like I love that. And for those who like are not watching right now, so they have the Kobe tribute before this Lakers game. I mean,
Their first game.
Golly, man, like it's.
So you catching us real time reactions, real time,
Right.
seeing all this stuff, and this is.
Seeing LeBron cry, like this is just.
So we talked about your favorite. My favorite Kobe is, and I'm not a hype beast, but this truly is because I didn't realize what I had. I still have it now, but I never realized how hype what I had until years later. The Kobe Grinch is my because when I got it, I got it at retail and it was no big deal because I remember it was when House of Hoops opened in Fairview. I literally walked in and bought that one and the LeBron 8.
Yeah.
Bought them both. There wasn't the raffles. There wasn't I just let me get that in 11 and that in 11. Thank you.
Yeah.
And didn't even
Out of there.
Yeah, and I still have them both to this day from buying them retail.
Yeah.
So it's just like that, and then now seeing the craziness of people wanting to profit off that man's death, seeing him on StockX for $4,000 is the low ask of my size. Like
no,
$4,000, like it's crazy. So I'm just,
absolutely not.
I feel great that I have a pair. I'm wearing another pair now. We talking about the 8s. I got a pair of 8s on myself at the moment. But what is your? We talk about the shoe. I think culture-wise, he's made a stamp on the culture. His shoes are low top. They're soccer shoes.
What's the one that you missed out on? That you feel like you missed out on?
Missed out on or got rid of, and I shouldn't have.
Either one.
Both of them.
I'm upset that I don't have the All-Star extraterrestrials anymore.
Okay.
The orange ones because I love them bright, crazy, and that really was a soccer shoe.
Yeah.
Super bright.
Yeah,
I should have snatched that Christmas one, that
Okay.
Christmas 8 that I talked about, and then the
elite
dang, what
ones.
number was it? What is it that you
The
got
9.
on? Yeah, the high top,
The elite
long.
one. Yeah.
They
I wish I
came
would've got
out,
some
and
of
I
them.
tried them on 1,000 times and was like, I don't know, cause this mug kind of high, and I kept. But then as time went on, it's like that shoe stood out, and I should have grabbed it. Now it's like, ain't no way. So them two kind of eat me up just a little bit.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, them elite ones definitely eat me up. Most definitely. And then He had some. They were like Volt. They were like a neon green, yellow, like a bluish color. They was the same ones that I have on now, but it was in neon yellow. I can't think of the name of it, but I really, really wanted them, and I straight didn't get them. I bought a jacket for it and everything, and then I get that shoe. Snooze,
straight to sleep on.
Phyllis was so hurt.
Man.
What about you?
There's two, like, I wish I had the Kobe Grinches. Like, I've told you that a number of times, but the ones that I missed out on, that I really hate I missed out on, were the Gumbos when they had the All-Star game.
Oh man,
like,
right. I got the LeBron
I
ones.
love those.
The highs.
The Kobe
Yeah, the
ones were
highs.
I had those.
So crazy.
You know why? You know why?
Slept.
You know what's crazy about me?
I should've
You know why I sold those and still to this day I don't feel bad?
Why?
He never wore them.
Yeah, because what, he was hurt that
He
year?
was hurt. DeMar DeRozan wore them. I was like, I don't care about DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
I'm big on, I like, a lot of times, like, certain players like to see him wear them. Especially an all-star shoe.
Yeah.
Like, the other colorways, he's not going to wear every colorway, I get it. But, like, certain shoes, all-star and
Right.
Christmas,
That's a given.
like, you need to be wearing it, and he
Right.
did, and unfortunately he didn't. So, like, I thought it was a dope-looking shoe, because out of that whole pack, they were the best.
Man,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
good.
they
It
was
was.
sick.
But then I'm just like, you know what? He didn't even play in the All-Star game. I'm good.
And remember, that was back when you had to wear the shoe that matched the color of the jersey. Like, now the NBA is a
The
little
jersey
more free.
didn't match.
It
Oh,
was something weird. It was only during All-Star game.
All-Star
do
you
it.
could wear, yeah, because his shoes
All-Star
didn't
and
match.
Christmas, I think you could do it, but all the other games you couldn't. Like, now,
You can wear whatever.
you want. The other one that I'm mad I missed out on, and I know I'll never be able to get it now, and it's crazy because they dropped it like $70-$80, like as of like a couple months ago. Were the Mamba Curials? Like, I love
Which
the Mamba-
one?
I love that magenta one, but I also really like that blue one that they had. Like, it was one that was really based on the Barcelona joints.
Because I got two of them. I got the 8, which was the first time they did it.
Yeah.
I love that one. And then I got the 9, where it's black and pink and gray. It was an elite low.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like I
I know
remember
what
that
you're
one.
talking
Yep,
about.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
man.
I got. I was still. You know what's crazy? I still remember I bought that shoe from someone who worked at the Nike plant thing in O'Fallon.
Yeah.
And they would have these open box sale things where they could
The
go.
top-
Man,
I bought those
flip.
off this. I bought them for $30.
all the time.
Oh man, I gotta
$30, no box, and I still haven't worn them. $30, no box.
man,
He
I
just
was
handed.
doing so bad.
I got that and something else, and he literally was just like, "Here you go." I paid $100, got those, and the Tokyo Jordan 5 lows. $100. He gave me both, no box, dead stock. Here you go.
That's the
And they
one
still
thing
do that to
about
this
working
day?
at Nike. At Nike.
I don't know. I don't know
if it's
anyone.
like-
I don't know
think
anyone
they
who
probably
works
not.
there anymore.
Yeah, I guess I probably not. I mean, the game has changed. So I mean,
Yeah,
wow.
that's what's blowing me because it's like, man, all them opportunities that you could have snatched straight heat, but it be moments where I be like, man, I don't need another shoe, and you walk away. But now during this tragedy, it's like, damn, bro, like, and it's
it's
just
never gonna happen,
right, and it
It's
ain't
never
even
gonna
because of
happen.
his death. Now it's just even before he passed, I still be thinking about that shoe. Like, I should have grabbed it.
Yeah.
But like now that he is gone, it just makes it 10 times more irritating. Like,
And it hurts even more when you know, like, you work at the shoe store.
they were on sale. I
Man,
walk past
you
them
watched
every
them
day,
go-
bro.
you
I put
watched
the
them
red
drop.
tag on
So,
it.
okay, y'all didn't work. Did you work at Foot Locker or something?
Foot Locker, Hibbett Sports, Glicks.
played-
I worked at
Wait,
Finish Line in like '99 and 2000.
And I worked at Nike and Hibbett Sports.
I remember working at Finish Line and buying KD or KGs when he switched to Air Max,
I'm weak.
and I remember buying Tailwind 4s.
Tailwinds are crack. I
They
got
are
a pair of
crack.
those.
I still got 2 that I've never worn.
When they first dropped, like, oh, I'll take them. Oh, discount? Oh, what's up? Let me get them.
Like,
After
you
this
like
guy,
the
it was-
Vince Carter shocks too,
I was gone by
because
then.
everybody had them. Like night after night, everybody was like, "Yo,
I
Vince Carter
I
shocks."
hated shocks. I wasn't a shock.
Shocks.
But
I had
the
one pair of
Tailwinds,
shocks and I gave them away.
I love them.
Tailwind 4s, the Carolina and Navy Blue. Nike brought them back out. I bought them. I was super geeked. I got them, and they were leather instead of suede. I said, take this shit back.
Take it back.
I was so mad. And I remember I called Nike to make the return. They're like, hey, you've been a valuable Nike Plus member since 2012. Why do you want? You never take anything back. Why'd you want it? Because you motherfuckers know what you did. These ain't the same. These ain't the same.
Put the wrong shit on there. It's the wrong shoe.
These was suede. This shit is leather.
What happened?
I don't need it. I don't want it.
Oh, man.
Give me my tracking number. I'm sending it back.
Now, please and thank you.
Yeah, boy.
So Kobe, man. To end this, and I want to end it on a high note, just of your favorite Kobe memory.
Man, I'm
Anybody
honest,
just jump on.
I can't really say like I have an actual Kobe memory. I just remember when he played, the nigga went hard. Like it's and
Mamba
like I
mentality.
always hear people say you either loved him or hate him. There was really no in between. I mean, of course, yeah, you got in between, but you either had diehard Kobe fans or people that was like,
I hate him.
right, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, just watching him, you can see what type of impact he had on even the youth coming up, and that's one thing that I really feel like it's unfortunate because the kids that aren't even here yet, you know what I'm saying, or the ones that's still young that even looked up to him, that's crushing for them, you know what I'm saying? And the kids that's not here, not born yet, we have to live to tell the story of
There was
somebody,
a legend.
you know what I'm saying? Like
There was a bad man.
so that's my touch on that.
What about you?
I can't really particularly name like a specific moment, but
Yeah.
I know whenever he was on, I was in tune.
Yeah.
I was definitely watching the game from beginning to end. Me and my grandma, we used to straight sit there and watch the game all the time. And then my daddy, he'll call us to be like, Kobe!
Oh, we
Click. Like, all the time. But yeah, he definitely, like, he played a big role in everybody's life, for real, for real. Even like now, whenever you shoot the bucket,
What I say earlier?
Kobe!
You ball up a piece of trash. Kobe.
Never gonna change. It can't.
What about Woody? What about you, man?
For me, some kind we kind of discussed beforehand. Like it was that moment during the All-Star game, and he was guarding LeBron, and he was telling LeBron to take the shot, and LeBron didn't take the shot. He passed the ball, and he was upset about that. Like I just think that was so Kobe. Like as a competitor, it didn't matter if it was a exhibition game or if it was, a finals with 10 seconds left. Like he always battled. Like again, I hope it doesn't become cliche. I know it's been kind of cliche this week, but it's definitely Mamba mentality. Like
That damn near
always
to
go
me.
hard.
That's a religious
Yeah,
experience.
it's like to
Like, that's
always
for
go
real,
hard,
like-
do everything, man. To always push, always fight, always battle. Like and to still keep your head about it. Like I think that was probably my greatest Kobe, my favorite Kobe memory. I mean, of course, I'm always gonna be me and my brother joke about it all the time. Afro Kobe. Like, hey, that was the coldest Kobe ever, man. Afro Kobe with the 8 was a beast, man. Like, and he could rap back then too. You know what I'm saying?
Destiny's Child little
He was
record.
doing
I was
some-
like, who knew Kobe rap?
Oh yeah, he had
I
a
like
whole video. In
the
fact, that's
shoes
how he
back then,
met
too.
Vanessa actually on
Was
the
his
video.
Yeah, his video should I
Yeah,
think.
man, that's how he met Vanessa, man. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be missed, and it's definitely. I love that we're in the day and age that we're in because obviously his memory visually and just from word of mouth will never die. You know what I'm saying? So I know you had mentioned kids in the future, things like that. They'll be able to go back and look at everything that he's done, watch his play, watch his style. It's an interesting thing. Like, I mean, we're gonna have to, like my brother, who's also a part of the store. He lives like 3 blocks away from Staples Center, and I remember calling him. I'm like, "Yo, man, like you good?" Like he was really like, teary-eyed. He was crying and stuff, and he was like, "Yo, it's just so quiet." He said, "It's the quietest it's ever been over here." I was like, "Jesus Christ!" So
I can attest to the teary-eyed and being emotional because my favorite Kobe memory is, it's gonna sound sad, but honestly it is a great memory for me. So my wife and I lost a daughter who was only 7 months old. It is what it is. It's building moments, but my fondest memory of Kobe was watching the NBA Finals where they beat the Magic.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of me holding her wrapped in a Kobe jersey.
Wow.
And we're watching the game and I'm cheering. And she died like a week later. But like, so for me, it's just like, Kobe, like, I love Jordan. Jordan got me into basketball, but like, I didn't look at Jordan for life.
Yeah.
Right.
I look at Kobe like, I followed you for basketball for 20 years, but I really, really liked Kobe the last 17 years when Kobe became a dad. And I could see stuff like that, and they were showing stuff. So, like, for me, that's why, like, when I heard Kobe, like, I cried like a baby. My wife cried like a baby because she remembers it. Like, Kobe had, like, a special meaning in our house. Like, he just did.
Right.
So it was just like, we both were like, it was just a piece of us literally were gone. So, like, Kobe can, you know, it's Kobe. It's Kobe Bean.
Yeah.
You know how bad I wanted to name our son? I wanted to name Jackson Kobe.
Your
I wanted, yeah, she was just like, no, we're not going to do that.
That's
Stretching.
Yeah.
Stretching.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild.
I love them too, but that's
Yeah.
not it.
But yeah, like to bounce off that real quick, like that made me think about my pops, whatever. So my dad passed this year in October. It'll make 3 years. And I'm his only child. So, you know,
Wow.
that whole daddy-daughter relationship.
Girl, dad.
Everything. Like, he gave me everything. You know, taught me, I'm going to just say the overall game, period. He the reason why I like shoes. He had me into sports, you know what I'm saying? He made sure, like, I was, like, a tough girl, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I could bang a little bit, you know? We had the puncher bag in the basement, you know, so we were able to build a little bit on that. And to see, you know, me losing my dad, that tapped into a whole nother, you know, element with me. And now to see such an icon, you know, pass away, and along with his daughter, it hit me in a whole nother way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
I
different.
respect seeing those pictures come across the screen, kissing her on her forehead, because that's how my pops, you know, did me. So it's a bigger story than just being a basketball player. You know what
It's
I'm
bigger
saying?
than basketball. This is life. This is
Yeah.
a father. This is a husband. This is a son. Someone's friend. Someone's uncle. Someone's cousin. Someone's enemy. Whatever. This is bigger than that. And it just makes you think about stuff like, I'm not saying go make peace with your enemies, but like that person that you truly love, go tell them.
Right.
Don't let that walk away, because they died in a helicopter crash like something can happen to us in a car accident. It was sudden. So just, life is sudden.
But definitely do that thing of like, one thing you have to give Kobe over the last few years, who would have thought an NBA champion would also have Oscar winner after it? If you want to do something, you have a dream or something, do it. Like, it's not even like, so I definitely agree with what you were saying, Diddy, as far as like, yo, telling your loved ones or even the ones that you hate, like, yo, I may not mess with you, but yo, it's all good. Like, don't linger on that negativity. But if it's something in your heart that you want to do, shoot it out there. Try to do it.
Take the shot.
Take the shot. Like, literally, like, Kobe, take the shot. Because, like, again,
I'm getting double teamed. Take the shot.
MJ don't have no Oscar. Kobe got an Oscar. He has an Oscar.
MJ's not even, and I love MJ, but MJ's not looked at the same way.
I think the only person at this stage of our lives that could come close to that, and not as far as, and this is not saying whether he passed today or 50 years from now. The only
LeBron.
person close is LeBron, because as a family man, as way he's carried himself, the school, his presence, and his overall talent and ability. Like, I think we're getting to a day and age in which championships are not going to be the tell-all for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, athletes were kind of socially conscious back in the day, but they weren't on that level. So you have to look at like a Kobe, a LeBron, even a, you know, I'm trying to think of who else, like, I don't know, Colin Kaepernick. Like, you won't be looking championship wise. You'll be looking at, okay, what was this person kind of off the field, off the court, like the well-rounded person. Like, that's gonna be their effect. That's gonna be their lasting memory.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you listening to us. We're gonna zone out to this first Lakers game. We appreciate you tuning in. This is another episode of So Me State. We got our guests. Tell them again where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, this Lita. You can find me on Instagram, Swaggy Lee Bracelets with 2 S's.
And then it's K Kemp. You can follow me on Instagram at chaotic, K_OTIC.
And of course, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, at Launchpad McQuack 06 39 Castles at 39 Castles on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
You know me, this is Diddy 314, the country cousin,
Hey.
the ball and buckets. You know where to find us. Subscribe, like, and definitely share. Share this. If we got something you like, share it. We out.